All right, yo, what's up, guys? So I said I was gonna be reviewing the whole show of Breaking Bad, season by season. I've watched the show before, but I'm rewatching the whole thing again, and I finished the first season earlier today. It's only 7 episodes, so not that long. Um, at all. And I noticed some stuff I hadn't even noticed before, even just rewatching the first season. So yeah, let's get into this review. Already right off the bat, it still was. It has held up. It's a good show in my opinion. Still, this first episode is automatically fantastic, and you get into it from the first episode. I feel like, and you see that there's this dude that is legitimately selling meth for an actual good reason, if there is such a thing, and he's doing it for his family. At least you feel like that at first. And the whole stuff with Walter, I like Walter. I end up liking Hank, even though he seems like he's a jerk. He's hilarious. He's a hilarious jerk. He is a jerk, but he's also hilarious. Um, so, you know, there's that. There's Skylar, who I really don't like. There's Marie, who I'm not fond of. But the majority of the characters, the main cast, by the way, Skylar and Marie totally needed. Let's just get that out of the way. Totally needed. I just don't like them as characters. I think I do become a little more fond of Marie as the show goes on. But I've never liked Skylar. I've never liked Skylar. And for no reason too. She's a good person in the first season. Not later, as we'll see, but she's a good person in the first season. Um, and if you look at it in a black and white way, Walter White is not a good person, but I think he is being a good person in the first season. Um, Jesse Pinkman, um, is that one person. Um, and we all know this one person, by the way, who tries to be smart and is not. Just can't for some reason. There's just no way they can be smart. And he's a complete idiot. And I like him, but he's a complete idiot. And he's this young, I would say in the first season, he's probably about 21, 22 there. Um, because he's out of high school. And he's a dumb young person. So that's just how it is. Walter Jr., who is Walter's kid, I'm not very fond of. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't like him that much. And you know, um, I think that Crazy Eight, even though he had to die, he absolutely had to die because. And here's how I feel about that murder. Crazy Eight would have gotten out of the chain, the bike chain. I think that's what you call it. Bike hook, whatever. Um, he would have killed Walter. He would have found Jesse. He would have killed Jesse, and then he would have killed Walter's entire family, and then he probably would have killed Jesse's entire family. He would have done unspeakable things to get back at Jesse and Walter, even after they're dead. In my opinion, that's what he would have done. And so Walter had to kill him, and he really didn't want to, and he really cared about him, but in the end, he had to kill him. So that one is, if you can justify a murder, which, by the way, there's no justification for a murder, ever. No justification at all. But, if there is any justification for any of Walter's murders, this is the one I can sort of justify. Um, but even though Jesse is an idiot, he has morals, and so does Walter. Um, Walter and Jesse both have those morals. And hold on, I'm just checking the time. Okay. And they argue a little bit. They bicker, which is kind of funny. To watch. And I do like Hank. I think I already mentioned that, but I do like Hank. Like I said, he's a jerk. Like I said, I think I said that. Maybe I didn't. I forget what I say in these videos sometimes. And I forgot to mention spoilers at the beginning. Oh well, I'll put it in the title. I've tried to make this video a couple times, by the way. So I forgot every time. Oh well, I'll remember for next time. But we can see. By the way, Hank's reaction to Walter smoking pot. When I first saw that, I didn't really think about it, but looking back on that, that indicates to me that if Walter went to Hank and said, Hank, hey, I'm selling meth, I'm cooking meth, that Hank wouldn't really care. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but, we'll see later on. We'll see later on in a later season. Um, you know, and this season is a fantastic season. And the pilot is automatically, fantastic, iconic. And season one, I really, really like it. And the scene where, what's his name? Emilio, Jesse's former partner, um, falls through the ceiling is disgusting. Nothing short of disgusting. Even though we can see it's fake, like I can already see that some of the guts. I know I'm getting graphic. Sorry. Some of the stuff they have there is watermelon. I think. So like it's not real. Um, but by the way, don't quote me on the watermelon. I don't know that for sure. I just think that might be what some of it is. But this is a fantastic season of TV. And you know, automatically from here, you want to watch more. You want to watch the rest of the seasons. And from here, obviously, Walter has lung cancer. And one thing I think is that it's really not cool how he doesn't tell anybody about it. I mean, he doesn't tell his family. And even after he tells his family, sorry if you hear that dog's barking. And even after he tells his family, he still doesn't tell his own mother. So yeah, kind of messed up. Kind of messed up, Walter. Um, but it's a great show. Oh yeah, I have to mention Tuco. I have to talk about Tuco. Tuco is probably the most entertaining character that we see in season one. And he's hilarious. He's a lunatic, but he's hilarious. And obviously we see that the more meth he does, the more crazy he becomes. And he is crazy from the beginning. But he becomes more crazier the more meth he does. Um, and at the end when he beats the dude to death, it's like, oh my god, like, jeez. Um, the it may be one or two episodes that Jesse is at his parents'. What's sad about that is you can see how his parents really kind of reject him. Um, and it's sad. That part with his parents in it in particular, I think is pretty sad. So and he has this little brother that you can already tell he really, really likes his little. Did I say older? I meant little. That he really, really likes his little brother. And really loves his little brother. Um, and it's that stuff. But Jesse, he has some bad luck. Not as much in this season as the later seasons, as I recall, but he has some bad luck. You know, obviously we see that at the end of the season with Tuco, they're setting up something to happen with Tuco. And yeah. So now that we're done talking about what I do like, let's talk about the only thing I really don't like, which is the whole story with Skylar and Marie. Forgot her name for a second. Um, this storyline with the whole tiara and stuff is really boring, but it needs to be there because later these two characters will become bigger parts of the show. It needs to be there, but it is boring. Okay, it's very boring. But you gotta get through it. It's how you know the whole story. Um, so yeah, the whole Walter and Jesse dynamic, I really really like. You know, it's you can tell that they do care about each other, but they would never say it to each other's faces. That kind of thing. So, overall, season one of Breaking Bad is a fantastic um, season of TV. And it's a fantastic first season. And the other seasons, do get some of the other seasons are even better. I am gonna give season one a 9 out of 10. Um, you know, it's a great season. I love it. I love this show and the first season in particular. Oh, and am I the only one that feels like Walter looks kind of like a different person once he shaves his head bald? And he kind of becomes a different person, too. A little bit. He becomes more, badass. He becomes cooler. So there's that. But yeah, 9 out of 10. The second season to get through is probably going to take me a little bit longer because it jumps from, I think, 7 to 13 episodes. So there's 13 in this one as to opposed to 7 in season 1. So it's going to take me a little bit longer to get through. So it may be a little while before I review the second season. By the way, I am going live tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's Western time. So if you're on the East Coast, that could be like 4 o'clock, I think, because I think it's 3 hours. So that 1 here, 4 o'clock there. And it could be up to an hour depending on how many people are in here. But, I may cut it short if not that many people are in here. So yeah. But bye guys. I'm gonna try to film another video today. Um, yeah, go check out my TikTok. I just made a new video about Derek Chauvin being convicted, which is just a relief he got convicted. But I'm not gonna get into it here. So go check out my TikTok. Like I said, it's ZNathan99. So bye guys. Thumbs up. Subscribe.